compare yourself. Stop comparing yourself. That's hindering you from developing your confidence, because everything you see another person do or dress in, you then compare yourself. Or do you look into the mirror and feel like you're the ugliest creature alive? You know, so welcome back to another video here on the channel. So before I get into today's video, do remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you're new here, hi, welcome. I hope you are interested in joining the Blessed Beauties family. Do remember to subscribe. So in today's video, as you've read by the title, I'm going to be doing, drum roll please, an unpopular opinion video. Now, I was contemplating if I wanted this to be a part of my unpopular opinion series, or did I want it to be a video on itself. But after thinking about it, I just decided I'm going to put it in my unpopular opinion series that I have here on the channel, because I feel like it's an unpopular opinion at the same time, but it's also an advice video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about confidence. Now, I'm going to be talking about confidence, in how to develop your confidence, and probably why you're not confident. So those are the two main things that we're going to be talking about as it relates to confidence. So first things first, let's talk about some of the reasons why you're not confident, because I think it's important to first identify and assess why you're not feeling confident, and then with knowing that, now you will understand what it is that you need to do to become confident. You understand? It makes sense? So that's what I'm going to start off with. So as it relates to the Bible verse of the day, is Psalms 106 verse 1, and I'll have it linked down in the description box. And the daily affirmation is, respect yourself enough to walk away from anything that no longer serves you, grows you, or makes you happy. And I'll have it also linked down in the description box. Okay, so again, so the first reason, I have about 6 reasons here written down on why you may be feeling like you're not confident, like why you feel insecure, why you feel the opposite of being confident in yourself. So the first thing I have here is your perception of yourself. Now that is a very important one, because I feel at times, you know, this will tie into the others that I have coming up, but your perception of yourself is really a big deal when it comes to whether or not you're confident or not, right? So your perception of yourself is basically how you view yourself. You know, do you view yourself to be beautiful? Do you view yourself to be cute? Do you view yourself to be sexy? Do you view yourself to be smart and educated or well put together? Do you view yourself like, when you look in the mirror, do you look in the mirror and say, whoa? You know, or do you look into the mirror and feel like you're the ugliest creature alive? You know, so your perception of yourself, how you view yourself, has a lot to do with whether or not you are confident. And we are going to be talking about how to shift that from, you know, negative to positive in a couple of minutes. So the next reason is the perception of the world, and this has to do with like societal norms. Now, the perception of the world is basically how society wants to view one person to be beautiful, be gorgeous, be breathtaking, be amazing. Like, how is it that the world has come to a point where if you don't look like X, then you're not considered beautiful? So that's another factor that will factor in with you feeling confident or not, right? So moving on, the next reason why you may not why you're not confident or why you may not feel confident is your dress, which has to do with your appearance and your clothing. You know, how you clothe yourself, what you wear, you know, and also it goes deeper than that, which I'm going to get into a minute, how you speak to yourself, how you treat yourself. But before we get there, your parents, you know. Now for me, because I think it's only right to address me by giving you guys examples a little bit, right? So for me, I feel the most beautiful when my hair is done, right? And when my face is clean, when my body is clean, like I just took a fresh shower, you know, those are the things that makes me feel really cute. But when I'm not really in that state, I tend to feel a little bit droopy, a little down, you know. And so if it is alright, that's a part of it. But let's talk about more clothes. You know, what type of clothes make you feel like you could just walk in a room and all heads turn, you know, and you immediately, with that reaction from the crowd, you do feel confident. So if you're a person who dresses in clothing that is too tight or too loose, you might actually not feel confident, because you're gonna now fall into that line of feeling insecure. Is this too tight? Is this showing? Is this not showing? And it's the same thing with if you're in too much of a loose clothing. So you want to make sure when you're buying clothes for yourself, you buy clothes that really fit your body figure, type, and shape, so that when you put on your clothes, you feel really good about what you're in. You know, and another thing is, for us females, our beauty comes from so many different ways, but one of our main ways it comes from, our places that it comes from, is our crown, our head. And guys, again, I said earlier, a couple of seconds ago or a minute ago, that when I have my hair done, that's when one of the most times I ever feel confident, you know, because my hair is so beautiful and I'm there playing with it every day. I'm looking at it, I'm just in love and all over again with myself. So you need to make sure that your appearance is making you feel confident. You know, again, watch what you wear, watch what you know. And then the next thing that I didn't write down, but it does tie into the appearance of the internal self now, is how you talk to yourself, how you treat yourself. Do you have self-care days? Do you take time for yourself? Do you do these things to make yourself feel better? Or are you a workaholic, always working, always neglecting you, but still finding time for other people? You need to assess that, and if it is something that you need to fix, then you need to go ahead and fix it. Okay, so the next point is competition or comparing yourself to others. Now this one is so common, you know. In life, I don't even know why sometimes people compete, to be honest. If it's not something as a challenge, like, why are you competing? But competition and comparing yourself to others really play a role in you not feeling confident, or maybe the reason again why you're not feeling confident has a lot to do with competition and comparing yourself. So, you know, it's okay and it's really necessary to accept yourself for who you are. Not everybody is gonna have the big breasts and the big bottom and the flat tummy and all of these nice things that are body features that really look cute and nice. But you have to remember that you are wonderfully and fearfully made by God, and that you are beautiful just the way you are, as Taurus Riley said. And so, you know, in life, again, it will go back to the societal norm, society making you feel like, oh, if you don't look this way, then you're not going to get this position, or you're not going to be accepted. But you learn to accept yourself. Learn to accept you. Do not try to make people be the ones to validate you, to make you feel whole, to make you feel like you are important. You yourself should make sure that you know and feel important, and that you don't need anybody to value you or validate you, rather, to make you feel that way. So then again, and then the next thing is, stop comparing yourself again. You know, stop comparing yourself. Just because somebody's skinny, probably have nice breasts, probably have nice bottom, you look good too. You and you look amazing. So self-acceptance is really important in building your confidence, and it's also something with competing and comparing, which will help you to feel less confident, right? So the next point is family members, mom, dad, uncle, auntie. Yeah, it's alright. This is a very important point in why, or factor why you may not be feeling all your best, all your confidence isn't there. Because you have people around you who constantly tear you down. This is so common again because we live in houses that we don't have for our own as yet. So we live with family, we live with people, and believe it or not, there's hate and jealousy and bad mind within families. You know, you will dress up one day and nobody compliments you within your family. You go out a road and a people out a road if they compliment you. Which goes back to the saying that strangers are the best supporters instead of people who are close to you. And a lot of us live in environments like that where people around us don't know how to compliment us. They would rather go out of their way to compliment other people, but they won't compliment you. And compliments do matter. It makes you feel good that not only you notice that whatever you put on that day and step out, you look good in it, knowing that from in your house, but when you go out, there's this person who is a part of your family that makes sure that, hey, they tell you that, hey, you look good, or that looks so good on you. You understand? So try and, have people in your life that you can have to tell you the truth and to also compliment you. It's so important to have people in your life to compliment you who is genuinely happy for you. You know, we have a lot of hate, we have a lot of bad mind, we have a lot of jealousy, but we can combat that by surrounding ourselves with good friends. That's why friends are important too, guys, right? And then the next point is social media. You know, social media play a huge role in why you're not confident too, especially if you live on social media, especially Instagram and TikTok, because we see every now and again the type of body types that seem to be acceptable by people, again, societal norms. And so it's really important for us to take a break from social media. Don't always be caught up in who they are, so who, like, it's really overwhelming, guys. Trust me, I have my brands and I have my businesses that I have to run on there, but trust me, it gets overwhelming at times. You don't want that. So try and stay off Instagram and TikTok a little bit more. I know you will still see people in your workplace or your home or school or wherever you go, whatever you do with your life that involves interacting and engaging with people. I know you will still see people that you think in your head looks better than you, and yes, they look different, but that don't mean that you're less than, right? So that's the last point, right? Social media playing a role and everything. Now let's now talk about ways in which you can develop your confidence. One of the first steps of that I would advise anybody to is to first think about, again, go back to what I just would have been sharing all these past minutes. Why you're not confident? What is the reason? Is it something that was said to you at a tender age? Was it something that happened to you at a tender age? What really was it? That's the first place to really start, to really have that grown reason why you think you're not confident. Then after you have done that, now it goes to the point where you're gonna start putting things in place to enhance your confidence, to really build your confidence. So if it's that you're going to start doing your hair, if it's that you're going to start saying positive affirmations to yourself, is it that you're going to look in the mirror and say, you are that girl, you are that boy, whatever it is that you can just say to yourself to build that confidence in you, that is so important. Now, one of the first things, I'm going to understand how I'm going to miss this. One of the first things to do to start building your confidence is to pray about it. Prayer is so important, and believe it or not, it works. So what I would really advise you guys to do is first, before even assessing why you're not even confident, pray about it. Ask God to help you, because this now will become a journey. And on this journey, you can't do it alone. You need God. And so I would definitely remind and advise you guys to include God and pray about it, right? And another reason is to surround yourself with people who will uplift you, who will compliment you, who will tell you when you're beautiful, when you are. You know, it's good to have ourselves as our self best friend and so on, but it's also even better when we have somebody telling us. Sometimes it's okay to have genuine people around you. I know this world is cruel, I know it, but try and surround yourself with good friends, people who want to see you win, strive, and be successful, you know, and wants to support you genuinely, right? Another thing is to stop comparing yourself. Stop comparing yourself. That's hindering you from developing your confidence, because everything you see another person do or dress in, you then compare yourself, or you try and compete with them. Stop it. It will leave you feeling very bad when you do that, because you will never beat them. You can just be the best you, right? And another thing is, again, the last point that I mentioned, stop going on Instagram and TikTok and seeing all these people. A lot of these people get their body done, and I'm not really shaming anybody who gets their body done, but at the end of the day, these people have to go above and beyond to get the body that they have now, who didn't work it off in the gym and everything. So stop comparing yourself and stop viewing those things on social media. Take the time out to pray, to meditate, and to work on building your confidence, right? So this completes the end of this video. I really pray that it was inspiring, helpful, motivating, something it would have done to all the persons who will be watching this video. And I hope that it would have opened your eyes to things that maybe you've forgotten, maybe you haven't been doing, you know. And so on. Another thing that you can do to help build your confidence is to listen to people. Like, there are people online on YouTube and so on that like empowers you to speak positive over your life, you know, say positive things and so on. So try and find those people. You know, you have quotes. Quotes is a very important thing, and this is where my quotes page will come in. I have both a self-love and a regular quotes general page, and so you guys can go. It will be linked down in the description box. You guys can go there and look through the quotes, feel empowered, because we're all in this together. So without further ado, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it to the end of the video, I want to thank you for your support. Do remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye, blessed beauties. Mwah.